Kuching, the charismatic capital of Sarawak, sits on the languid banks of the Sarawak River like a living museum of Bornean heritage. Colonial mansions rub shoulders with gilded pagodas, orangutans swing through nearby jungles, while food hawkers serve steaming bowls of laksa under neon lights. In one compact city, you can trace the legacies of indigenous Dayak tribes, White Rajas, and Chinese merchants, all woven into a tapestry as rich as the rainforest that surrounds it. If your compass is set for adventure, cuisine, and culture, let these 8 wonders introduce you to the soul of Kuching. 1. Kuching Waterfront. The waterfront is the city's beating heart, a vibrant promenade that stretches for nearly a mile along the river. Mornings bring joggers weaving past colonial facades, while dusk lures families, buskers, and street food vendors out to play. Wooden sampan ferries glide between the riverbanks, their pilots quick to exchange local gossip with passengers. Across the water rises the golden 9-pronged dome of the Sarawak State Legislative Assembly, glowing like a crown in the fading light. As the illuminated Darul Hana Bridge arcs overhead, you feel suspended between old Borneo and a bold modern future. 2. Semenggoh Wildlife Centre. Just 30 minutes south of town, Semenggoh offers a rare, ethical chance to observe semi-wild orangutans in their natural habitat. The sanctuary rehabilitates rescued or orphaned apes before releasing them into the surrounding rainforest, yet many return for twice-daily feedings when fruit is scarce. Waiting quietly on a wooden platform, you might spot a mother and her fluffy-haired infant swinging down to claim bananas, or the dominant male, Richie, ambling out of the vines with regal nonchalance. The crack of branches and the orangutan's soulful eyes make every encounter feel intensely personal and remind visitors how fragile and irreplaceable wild Borneo truly is. 3. Sarawak Cultural Village. Known locally as a living museum, this 17-acre complex at the foot of Mount Santubong condenses the state's vast ethnic diversity into an immersive afternoon. 7 full-scale longhouses, each built by members of the community it represents, showcase the architecture and daily life of the Iban, Bidayu, Orang Ulu, Penan, Melanau, Malay, and Chinese peoples. Inside, you may watch blowpipe demonstrations, learn to weave rattan bracelets, or sample sago pancakes grilled over coconut husks. A high-energy cultural show punctuates the visit with war dances, bamboo percussion, and haunting sape lute melodies that linger long after the final bow. 4. Bako National Park. Accessible only by a 30-minute boat ride from Bako Village, this is Sarawak's oldest and most biodiverse national park. Jungle trails wind past carnivorous pitcher plants, mangrove swamps alive with mud-skipping fish, and sea stacks battered by emerald waves. Elusive proboscis monkeys often emerge. At dusk, their comically large noses and potbellies silhouetted against ochre cliffs. Hike the Teluk Pandan Kessel Trail for a postcard view of a stone arch rising from turquoise water, then cool off on a deserted beach where macaques patrol the driftwood like mischievous pirates. 5. Kuching Old Courthouse. Built in 1874 by the second White Raja, Charles Brooke, this stately complex of whitewashed pillars and Belian wood shingles now houses art galleries, craft boutiques, and chic cafes. Beneath the central clock tower, plaques recount daring river expeditions, and treaties forged under punkah fans sip locally roasted coffee in the courtyard while a jazz trio rehearses for the evening set, and you'll sense how Kuching continually reinvents its heritage, trading gavels for guitars without losing an ounce of dignity. 6. Cat Museum. Kuching's name sounds like the Malay word for cat, so it's no surprise the city celebrates feline fascination with abandon. Perched on Bukit Seol Hill, the Cat Museum mixes kitsch and scholarship in equal measure. You'll find everything from an Egyptian mummified cat to Garfield comics, alongside exhibits on local superstitions that portray cats as rain-bringers and lucky charms. Whether you're a die-hard cat lover or simply curious about quirky culture, the panoramic city views alone justify the climb. 7. Siniawan Night Market. When Friday night falls, the sleepy riverside town of Siniawan, 40 minutes from Kuching, bursts into a lantern-lit carnival. 2 rows of century-old wooden shophouses frame a pedestrian street where sizzling woks compete with bamboo steamers and charcoal grills. Order bamboo chicken infused with lemongrass, chase it with tuak rice wine, and finish with coconut ice cream served in a husk. As a band strikes up old Hokkien love songs, locals invite strangers to dance between plastic stools, proving Sarawakian hospitality is as generous as its portions. 8. Mount Santubong Wetlands and Dolphin Cruise. The mangrove labyrinth at the mouth of the Santubong River shelters crocodiles, silverleaf monkeys, and the peculiar Irrawaddy dolphin, whose blunt head surfaces in brackish channels at sunrise. Guided boat trips depart from the Santubong jetty, skimming past fishing villages on stilts where cats lounge atop lobster traps. When the dolphins appear, grey phantoms slicing the mirror water, conversations drop to whispers. Later, egrets erupt from nipa palms and the smell of smoking fish drifts from wooden jetties, wrapping the morning in a sensory tapestry unique to coastal Sarawak. Kuching enchants because it never forces you to choose. Heritage or wilderness, city streets or jungle trails, refined espresso or hawker stall broth. Instead, it layers them like pages in a well-thumbed travel diary, each new wonder amplifying the last. Sit beneath a riverside banyan, and the skyline reveals spires of temples, colonial clock towers, and modern glass, all mirrored in caramel, river water that slips patiently toward the South China Sea. Long after you've left, you'll remember Kuching not as a single postcard image, but as a collage of tastes, songs, and rustling leaves, urging you to return and turn another page.